And the thing is, I've had times where I like sat down with myself and thought about powers I would use, but I feel like if we're talking about modern society, not like fighting people, if we're talking about the use of powers within a modern society, there's very few powers I would actually want. Like invisibility, like I guess you can like sneak into places that you wouldn't be able to, but then besides that, then what? Like, what else are you gonna use invisibility for?
Every click is a step closer to greatness.
Well, I guess super strength is more helpful because then, like, oh, you could be like a bodyguard, or maybe you can be like a construction worker. That would make those jobs 10 times easier.
That tickles.
Being able to control storms. I'm like, I guess if there's like a hurricane that's about to come into an area, you can like stop that from happening. But then global scientists will be like, why is that happening? Why are there hurricanes that appear, but then they just disappear? And then I feel like you would be investigated by the government.
Wow, you're really getting the hang of this.
I feel like flying would be cool, but again,
you're making my day with these
people are gonna see you flying, and then they're just gonna be like, "What the fuck? That person's flying." Like, I feel like flying would only work if it was paired with invisibility. Then that would be sick as fuck, because you could go anywhere, and no one would know, you know. What's another superpower? I guess super speed. But again, people are gonna kind of notice someone who's a speedster just running around. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" And then you would be investigated by the government.
Every click is a step closer to greatness.
Ooh, now the elements, as in, if we're talking about Avatar style, like water, fire, earth, air, honestly, I think those would be more useful in the day-to-day. Like, imagine, like, if you want to move a big chunk of water, like, let's say, like, your apartment floods. You have the ability to remove all that water from your apartment, and you can do it in a way where people can't find out. Like, that would be useful. Or if you need to fill up your tub with water, but there's no running water, use a hose and just teleport that shit. Like, I feel like the powers of the Avatar would be way more useful in day-to-day life. And way more fun, too. Right? Like, the fact that you have to know, like, certain martial arts styles and certain hand gestures to be able to do it properly. Like, I feel like that would be very fun.
You're making my day with these clicks.
I prefer teleport. Oh, honestly, teleport. I think teleport would also be the best, because you can teleport into area. Well, it does depend on the teleporting. Like, is it a teleport where you can only teleport to places you've been, or is it like if you just think of a place to teleport, you get teleport? Like, let's say you wanted to teleport to Paris. If you see an image of the Eiffel Tower, you can then teleport there because you saw an image of the Eiffel Tower. It depends on how the power is, but I'm just gonna assume that it's I'm personally just gonna assume it's the best version of the power. So that just means you're able to teleport anywhere without you knowing there. I think teleport's pretty good. I will say, I feel like flying would be fun, though. Because being able to fly around would be great.
Keep going.
Though you would probably need a helmet so that you don't have, like, bugs in your face. That would kind of suck. I was gonna say the infamous games elemental powers, but I don't know if you know about Infamous. I have no idea about Infamous, I'm sorry. But no, I would definitely want the Avatar's powers. Or like, if you need to like light a cigarette, or if you just need to light like a birthday candle, you could just use your finger. You don't even need a match. You don't need a match. You don't need a lighter. You don't need nothing. You just use your finger and just light that bitch.
Stop that! Nah, just kidding. Keep going.
If you need to set something on fire, boom. You just set that shit on fire. Now for Earth, I'm having a harder time figuring out Earth. But at the same time, if you're good enough with it, if you're good enough with Earth, you can bend metal. And so, like, maybe your car is damaged. No, it's not. You just bend the car until it fixes itself. Or water bending. If you're good enough, you could do blood bending. Imagine someone has like an injury and they're losing a lot of blood, and you blood bend the blood so that it goes back into their body, so that they don't die. You know. Wait, if you had the power of every single last element on Earth, wouldn't that basically make you a god? Well, what do you mean by elements? Do you mean elements as in like fire, water, earth, air, like Avatar style? Or are we talking about like uranium, iron, sodium? Like, when you say elements, what do you specifically mean by that? Because saying elements can mean a lot of things. Okay, so being able to bend like every element on the periodic table. Now I think that would be insane, because I think everything in the universe, like, okay, not everything in the universe. Like, if it's not smaller than an atom, it's probably made up of a material of that kind, right? Because
that tickles.
So if it's not smaller than an atom, you could probably control it. Because I think everything is made out of elements, right? The steel that we use to build bridges, the roads, like all of those are made of elements. So if you can control the elements, you can pretty much control anything on Earth, to be honest. So yeah, I do think that being able to do that would make you overpowered as fuck.
Every click is a step closer to greatness.
It would make you overpowered as hell.